Republican voters in the state of Texas have been put on notice that if they do not get out on that May 28th primary date they've got coming up and vote for Donald Trump, then they, whoever this mysterious they is, are going to tell Donald Trump that they didn't vote for them. And then they've got that hanging over them for the rest of their lives. That, of course, is according to a mailer that went out recently to Republican voters in Texas. Now, the mailer says that it was sent by the America First Conservatives Election Department. Like, I don't even know if that's a real thing. But here's what this letter, this threatening letter to Republican voters says. This is insanity, folks. We see you haven't voted yet. Your voting record is public. Your neighbors are watching and will know if you miss the critical runoff election. We will notify President Trump if you don't vote. You can't afford to have that on your record. We will contact you after the election to make sure you voted. Please don't make us report you to President Trump. We are sending an official list of Republicans who failed to vote in the upcoming runoff to President Trump. Public records show you have not voted. President Trump will be very disappointed. God darn, right? I mean, Jesus, even I feel like I need to go vote in Texas now after reading that. Holy hell! That is insane! I mean, my God, this is almost like mob tactics here, right? You may as well have had a guy knock on the door and say, hey, so I noticed you hadn't voted yet, right? What's up with that? Now, if you don't go vote, I'm going to have to tell the boss that you didn't vote, and then the boss is going to have to deal with you. Now, neither of us want that, right? So here's what we're going to do, right? You're going to go to the polls. You're going to vote for my guy. And if you don't vote for my guy, I'm going to tell my guy you didn't vote for him, and then he's going to come after you. He's got a list of people. You don't want to be on that list. That's what this is. They literally said, like, we're putting a list together. What I want to know, what is going to happen to the people on that list? Right? The people who don't vote, Trump gets that list in his hand. What is he going to do to them? Are you threatening violence against them? Is he going to send out a post on Truth Social against every single one of those individual people? Like, this, people online have referred to this as voter intimidation. And I don't know that legally speaking, it rises to that level, but it definitely, flirts with the line there. But this is utter insanity. And the reason it's insane is not just because of the wording that they use, but because they're now leaning into the cult-like status of Donald Trump. They're leaning into it. They're saying, if you don't vote, we're going to tell the leader. And then the leader is going to deal with you. Do you want that? You can't afford to have that, it says. You can't piss off the leader. He tells us what to do. He tells us what to think. He loves us unconditionally. And you have to do that too. That's what this is. And that's why it's so scary. Not because it's very threatening and intimidating, but because it's an acknowledgement that this is now a cult. And that you cannot step out of the lines of the cult, or else the leader is going to put your name on a list, and God only knows what's going to happen to you at that point. Hey everybody, I don't know if you've noticed this, but we are closing in on a pretty major milestone here at Fair and Balanced as we approach 500,000 subscribers. But we're not there yet, and we definitely need your support. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel, and don't forget, like and comment on the videos and share them as widely as possible.